Welcome to Lake Hartwell. Day one of practice is winding down. Had a nice, bright, sunny day. We decided we would catch up to a previous champion here at Lake Hartwell. Jason Christie won here several years ago. I think it's 2011. Then we returned in 2012, finished about 25th. But that victory was like your breakthrough victory. You've got to have some good memories about this place, Lake Hartwell.
You know, I like the lake. The best thing I like about the lake is it's giant. I mean, I didn't realize until today how big it is. You know, I think I burned 40 gallons of gas today, but it's just a good tournament lake because it's so big, especially the time of year that we're here and we've been the last, 3 years or 4 years. It makes the lake fish really, really big. I mean, you'll see a few people. It seemed like there was a lot more people on the bank today than there usually is, but there's a lot of bank to fish and the only thing that really worries me is what the weatherman has to say for Thursday. Yeah. But, it is what it is. I don't think we'll see that big push towards the bank. I mean, I think today, if they didn't go today, I don't think they're going to go with the weather that we got coming, but I might be wrong. So we'll just wait and see.
Looks like the water is up. When you won a few years ago, it was up. It was where you liked it. A lot of stuff. I just drove around the lake today, right here about dark. I saw a lot of bushes in the water, a lot of dirty water coming in. I know that's the way you like things setting up.
Yeah, the difference is we were a lot closer to the spawn. I mean, I think whenever I won, we were close to a moon, and we were hovering around 60 degrees on water temperature, and it's just we have those two things that's not the same, and that you're just not going to get a big push. I mean, if the water temperature got up in the high 60s, they would go, but
What is it now?
I seen this morning when I put in around here, it was 51, 50, and then I seen as warm as 58, 59, but that water that I seen that was 58, 59, I mean, we get a cool night, it'll be 48 or 49. It was really, really shallow, so it's not like the core is warm like it was whenever I won, so a lot's different. There's so much stuff for them to get on now. I mean, there's grass on the bank. If you're sitting in 5 foot of water, there's grass underneath you. I mean, it just seems like there's almost too much stuff for them to get in. It's just hard to pinpoint it,
How, when you come to a place like this and you've got so many options, I mean, it's one thing when you go to Okeechobee and there's going to be either punching or swimming or, there's just a handful of things. But here, I mean, everything in your rod box could potentially work. How do you block some of that out and commit to anything?
For a guy to win, I think he just has to do what he's most comfortable doing. I mean, like me, I fished a couple deep places today with little bitty weenie baits, and that's just not me. I mean, I can catch some doing that, but it's just not the way. I just don't feel like I can win. So for me to be able to win, I need to be, 10 foot or less, and just hope they come. And if I can't win, then you just do the best you can, and hopefully you run into a lake where your strength's set up to what the fish are doing, and then of course you get a little bit lucky. It takes all those to win.
I know it sounds crazy, but almost I would think a lot of options actually kind of in a way helps because it pulls pressure off. I mean, that's what you mean about this lake being not only giant, but so many options that it will eat this field of 160, 170, whatever. It'll eat it up.
Yeah, I think you'll see that. I mean, there'll be some areas where the water's right and everything's good, and there'll be quite a few boats. But as far as it being just stacked on top of one another, I mean, it's just not going to happen. The thing about here is Brett proved it. You can catch them out there really deep, and you can catch them shallow, and you can catch them in between. So I just think a guy needs to go with what he is most comfortable with, and I didn't find anything for me today as far as being comfortable, but we still got 2 days, and I'm kind of looking at the weather, I mean, I'm hopefully tomorrow it does rain like they say it is, because that's what they're calling for the first Derby day, and then, maybe figure something out then.
Well, we had a nice warm sunny day today. I think we got it in the 70s, but looking down the forecast, it doesn't look like we're going to return to anything like that.
No, if he's right, we're going to get some nasty weather, but I don't know how this place is, but back home, whenever you get that kind of weather, they bite. I mean, especially pre-spawn, so you could probably see some big fish wade in. If it stays, if the weatherman's right and everything stays the same, I think that you could see some big fish wade in.
With that said, one last thing, what are you looking for that first day? What kind of weights? 20, 21, 22, maybe higher than that?
Well, and I'm not saying based on my first day of
Right.
practice, but this is Hartwell. It's got big ones in it, and if the weatherman's correct and we get a snowy, cold day, then I think you'll see some weights over 20 pounds.
Sounds good. There it is. Straight from a previous champion here on Lake Hartwell, Day 1, FLWOutdoors.com.